Go.
Pledge. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call on.
Steve?
Here.
Bob Shank?
Yes, time you read.
Bork?
Yes.
Tom Reed?
Yep.
Bob Green?
Here. I'll make a motion on the minutes. Second.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motions are accepted. No need for executive session, I'm aware of.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, you left on the floor, got anything? Youth Commission,
We'll go last tonight.
you'll go last tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Byrods.
Oh, all right. So everything's going good. We have called a couple times there last storm and everything went well. Obviously we're getting some snow tonight. We'll be out first thing in the morning. We'll drive accordingly tonight.
I like that you look at me.
No, I'm the crowd. Yeah, her road is the worst. Seems like everybody crashes up on Rice Road, but mostly, I want to say thank you guys for your years of service with me, helping me with my stuff, getting started and stuff as supervisor and board members that are leaving tonight. So I appreciate all your help and everything you've done for us as the highway department. So most of you have read the Arcade Herald about Arcade changing their snow removal times. They're getting on board with the rest of us. Stuff is getting so expensive. Sidewalks aren't getting plowed till 6 o'clock in Arcade. It's been in the paper the past couple of weeks. It's just a matter of time before it comes down the pipeline for everybody. You know, they're all following what we're doing already. You know, we're saving money as much as we can. They're doing the same thing. Same as here, we follow the roads first and then we'll get on the sidewalks. It's the way it's been forever and it's the way it'll stay. We'll get to it as when we can get to it. So bear with us. Roads come first, obviously, traffic and school bus safety. So, the radios are in, everything is working fine. Kind of all over the town. We have good service everywhere, so that's a good thing. We can contact our trucks wherever we need to. New truck is going good. Everything's up and ready. We'll be able to put that on the auctions block here probably next month. I was hoping to give it a month or two to see and make sure we're still good with it and before we get rid of it. So otherwise that'll be able to go up on the auction block also. But other than that, I think we're good. Everything's in good shape so far, so good.
Thanks, Tim.
Yep.
Mr. Scott.
Mr. Scott, you can see building permits issued for, turned around 8 of them, so we're back down to 26. I have contacted pretty much everybody with open building permits, just trying to shepherd them along. They're in various phases getting done. We'll stay on top of that. Change the report a little bit just to give you some year-end statistics. Since April 1st, took in 64 applications, and you can see the prior years. So we're about double what we normally take in. And then I did a breakdown just so you can kind of get an idea of what that looks like, what those applications are. And in white spec pole barns top the list, followed by new homes and additions. That kind of thing. As for other business, I think we're pretty much rounded out what we need to do with the pole barn on Lake Street. The railroad is finished laying in. We'll consider it trespassing. Even if it were on the property line, there's no way to maintain it or finish construction on it without accessing railroad property. So they're pretty adamant it's got to come down. And either way, there's just not enough property for the structure that they tried to build.
Right.
Relay that in an email. I copied Steve on it. Haven't heard anything from cricket so far. Hopefully we'll be done with it. I'm gonna press to see if we can get a date of when they're gonna pull it down, but
Okay.
it's gonna have to come down. We did receive the code enforcement software. It's loaded up on the laptop. talked to Miguel this morning. She was having some problems with error messages and whatnot. Seemed to get it fixed, but as soon as she got off the phone, it locked up. So it's like, I like car analogies. It's like leaving the Dodge dealer with your new truck and having the check engine light. Having to spin around back to the.
We just go back and buy a new one. That's what happened to me.
Yeah. What did I do?
No, we'll get that up and running. We'll make really good use of that. And then,
Okay.
unfortunately, last week, we had a contractor working up on, South Canada Hill Road, putting a roof on an old house. And, shortly after they left, the house caught fire, pretty evident the contractor negligence. So we're working through that issue too.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Must be down further.
I did collect the permit fee, by the way, after the fact, so.
She said after the fact. What the fire department called it.
Kind of amazing because this contractor resides in Rochester and has an outfit, on John Glenn Drive in Amherst, and my conversation with him is, you wouldn't have dared try to start a roofing job without a permit in Amherst. Why do you think it's okay to come down here?
Yeah, really.
Yep.
More to come on that.
All right,
Sounds good. Thanks, Scott.
looks good.
Okay, youth commission, I guess you're last.
So we do water,
Yeah, you can do water.
okay. I reviewed all of the stuff from Otisaga that they came in last month about. The only issue that there is at all is that they were being estimated on their 1 meter, which it says estimated on it. So they could have called me and said, hey, why are we being estimated? We know you can read it. It was an error, whatever, it happened. They used the water. They don't argue that they used the water. So after going through things and discussing things with Steve and with looking at all the paperwork together, and I did send out an email to all of you, and I talked to Tom a little bit. They have a pretty good deal over there at Otisaga. Yes, they aren't happy about their water bill. We've fixed a bunch of water bills for them over the years when they weren't happy. But they do not pay per unit like everyone else in this town does. So if they want to fight the water bill, I think we should go and, I mean, they use the water. It's just a silly thing, that they want us to give them credit for something they use. But I think we could possibly just go to what we're gonna do with everybody else in the town is if you have more than 1 unit, you pay $51 a quarter per unit. They have a lot of buildings there that they're getting for free. So, I mean, take their pick. It's up to you guys what we do, but I mean, they've gotten quite a break for a lot of years versus everybody else in this town.
Yeah, they have some,
They have a lot of.
we had some issues with the meter not working for wires at
cut.
time. Yep, wires were cut, so. I think what Rebecca came up with is proper.
So either we leave it alone and they let it go, or we go and do the $51 per unit per quarter that we do for everybody else that has apartments and anything else in this town. So your call as a board, I just am the worker bee.
Yeah, they're probably paying 40 to 50% of the bill that everybody else is paying.
Right, yep.
Yeah, they're getting a good deal.
I mean, did they want to sit down with us? Are they? I mean, I guess it's up to us what we do. We send them back and just say, it is what it is. Or these are your 2 options, pay the bill, or we're gonna go the other way and see what kind of response we get from them. But they have been getting a break for quite a while. And that place is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Maybe that shouldn't, maybe even, I mean, I don't wanna be. I don't know anybody over there, so I'm not trying to be nasty or anything, but maybe it should be both. It should be, sorry, this is how it is. You use the water, you don't dispute that. You called your insurance company, so we know there was a huge leak. And Josh told me that there was a huge leak. I mean, he's claiming that they could have caught it. It was a blowout leak. I mean, I don't think it was something that they would have seen coming from what their maintenance man told me. And maybe they should just pay their fair share. I mean, we're making everybody else in town catch up and pay their fair share. Maybe we should go to $51 a unit.
Well, I mean, that's why we did what we did with all the meters and that, so we can make the water
Correct.
department dependable and not a, an asset instead of a deficit.
Yeah.
So, yep, maybe that's, I'm all right with that.
You guys have to decide on how.
I'll make a motion that, do we have to have a motion for that to go forward with those two things, or do we just send them a letter?
I'd say send them a letter. And
Okay,
Okay,
Yeah, let them respond.
okay,
okay,
okay.
we'll write up a letter. And then I just wanna, one more before we go to you, the, fire company let me know that they had their elections. Travis Ward was elected commissioner for 5 years. He's on our highway department, and Teresa Sorello was reelected as treasurer for 5 years.
Fire district.
Fire district, sorry, fire district. See what I know.
You want to talk about the sewer thing now, or you want to do it when we do the resolution for the renewal?
I think it's a resolution.
Yeah, but Derek talked to me and talked to him, and I talked to Eric Zuick also. They got a couple problems with the home. They don't know if their grease traps are working. They had a couple pumps totally destroyed. So they got Seawood coming in and gonna give them a class on how to do it. We're gonna order some more parts through them. And then they're also gonna go down to the pump station in Delavan and go through the whole procedure of what should be done down there. And bring Eric up to speed so he knows what he's doing when he goes down there every other month or whatever to do that. And he has recommended that and I think that's in the resolution or what you sent us from Derek. He's recommending that we put an aerator system in the tank in the pump station, because we're getting a buildup of grease on walls. So he's thinking if we aerate it, it won't build up and cause a problem down the road. So I think they're making a recommendation that we might have to put an aerator system in there.
it might behoove us to, see if we can determine if there's some contributors to that.
Yep,
You know,
yep.
before we go to that expense.
Well, I know that's why he's going up to the home, because he really thinks there's a problem up there. Something's not right.
Well,
He said they
that,
got an excess of grease up there coming.
that SARS,
Yep. Well, we got a few of them that gotta be checked.
Lake House,
Lake, yep. Kings isn't there anymore.
no, Kings is gone. Clam stand is seasonal, so
Yeah.
it's not gonna do us any good to check that
Yeah,
That's gonna be
this
gone.
time of
Yeah,
year.
it'll be gone. They're
Yep.
not gonna open.
They're not gonna. open
No, they're
it.
turning it into another cottage.
yep. They're gonna turn it into a resident instead of a snack bar.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Didn't last long.
They haven't started yet, we'll let you know.
Yeah,
Well, that's what we are here anyway.
yeah, that's the rumor. That's the rumor. But just so,
Where it says applications not converted to permit, make that 4 instead of 3.
so I guess Derek will keep us up on that, and Eric will let us know what's going on with that also then.
Yeah, well, Eric kind of, or Derek, and thought that him and Eric ought to go around and check the,
Grease traps.
well, not just the grease traps, but the grinders themselves.
Okay.
If there's.
Yeah, they could pull the grinders and see what it looks like.
Yep.
You'll know right there.
Yep,
You know
exactly.
where
Yep.
it is.
If there's grease build up there,
Yep.
then it's
That's
going in line.
Going in line. Yep. Okay. That's all I got.
Okay. Anybody else got anything on that?
Nope.
Okay, Youth Commission.
Okay. So we'll talk about the cash raffle first. That started, or that was in the beginning of December there. Our profit this year, drum roll, was $9,000, $9,431.
Great job, girls. Great job.
Last year was $5,739. So big increase, and we are so happy about that. We had a full house there. We had to bring out extra tables and chairs because the place was a mob scene. We had 81 baskets in the basket raffle, 6 big ticket items, and a lot of people spending money. So that was excellent. Even some of our big cash raffle winners put their money back into the pot. So that was a great donation. We intend to put the money towards fixing the pool, hopefully next year. We'll see how far we get. We have a lot more fun things planned. We're just gonna take a little break from, the raffle. We're a little tired, I think, still. But thank you to everybody in the room who helped out. A lot of you were behind the scenes and on the floor, helping us run around crazy and some of you giving your money, so.
Great job.
Thank you so much. And that's all we really have to report. We do have a little plaque here that the youth commission wants to present to Steve. Thanking him for his notable contributions to the Machias Youth Commission. And it has a nice picture of our playground, so. Thank you very much, Stevie.
Okay, I guess it's down to me. Everybody knows that this is my last hurrah here. Josh will be incoming first of the year. And, it's been a pleasure working with everybody. And I think we've done some good things for the town. Hopefully that trend continues. I'd like to welcome Josh and our new board member to the party.
Thank
You've got a lot of stuff to learn and put your nose to the grindstone. And with that note, I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
You too.
Same to you. Thanks.
As a board, we'd like to thank you too, Steve, for your service from 2016 and Bob, 2012. Done a lot of good things in this town. I think we have it going in the right direction. Let's just hope we stay that way. We're working hard to make sure our little town is a safe and economical place to be in. Thanks for your service.
You're quite welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen. 2012, just
Yeah.
started
I know.
Game too, right?
yesterday,
Right? Are you after?
Okay,
right after.
Next month, there are 2 board meetings. There's a reorganization meeting that's got to happen the first week. 3rd to the 4th. You got any preference, Josh?
No, either one will be okay with me.
Okay. And that's got to go in the paper.
Yep, just tell me you got on here the fourth, is that what we want to stick with?
Yeah, Josh has got some resolutions to go through and
Okay. So January 4th, 7 p.m.
We're gonna do it at the normal time, 7 o'clock.
Do you want to do it earlier or it doesn't matter?
It's up to you,
You
Josh.
guys, you gotta read 13 or 14 resolutions, so it's up to you.
I could do it earlier.
We don't have a really big turnout for that, so
Usually
it's
just
just us.
There's a lot of reading.
Just
So, want to
so,
do it earlier?
yeah, that would probably be better than you're not there.
6,
6
Sure,
o'clock on the 4th.
okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, now it's you.
you're up.
okay, we'll move on to resolutions. First one, resolution to accept proposal from MBA ELLC for ongoing engineering administrative services for 24 and 25. Whereas the town of Machias has developed sewer system known as LLSD with assistance of the MDA Engineering PLLC. Whereas the project's now complete and operational, ongoing needs and problems resolution, operational assistance. Whereas MDA has submitted the attached proposal enumerating the various charges for the year 24 and 25, or 2024. Now therefore be it resolved, the town board authorizes the supervisor or designee to sign the proposal letter. Resolution is hereby adopted by a majority vote of the town of Machias held in the meeting 18th day of December, year 2023. I'll move it.
I'll second it.
Steve,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes,
Bob Shank,
Yes.
Bob Green.
Yep.
Resolution to authorize the purchase of a Hyundai excavator. Whereas the town of Machias seeks to order a new Hyundai excavator for delivery in spring of 2024. Estimated delivery is April or May. Whereas highway superintendent has sought bids for purchase. Whereas the highway superintendent has presented the town board with documentation for proposal. George and Swade, New York State OGS Sourcewell contract. Number 032119 HCE listed on the attached. Therefore, be it resolved, the town board recognizes procurement is in compliance with the town's procurement policy and authorizes the ordering of said equipment as outlined for spring delivery 2024. Therefore, be it resolved, that town highway funds will be expended in the net amount due for this purchase from the 2024 operating budget in the amount of $278,897.30.
I think you should. move this. Yeah, I'm moving. I'm running back there. Move. Don't move.
Second.
Okay, Steve,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
Bob Shank,
Yes.
Bob Green.
Yep.
Tom.
Yep.
Audit of claims for December 2023, whereas town clerk has received and vouchered all bills for the month of December 2023 into abstract number 12, whereas the town board has reviewed abstract 12, whereas the town board has audited the vouchers included in abstract 12 and approved them for payment. Now therefore be it resolved, the town board authorizes the payment of vouchers in abstract 12. General fund 237 through 257, amount of $44,502.20. General youth, numbers 49 through 51, amount of $755.11. Highway fund 197 through 220, in the amount of $37,581.71. Street lighting, number 10 and 11, in the amount of $5,243.61. Water fund, numbers 82 through 91, amount of $8,370.16. Line Lake Sewer Fund, number 61 through 67, amount of $194,694.72.
I'll move it. Second.
Steve,
Yes.
Frank,
Yes.
Bob Shank,
Yes.
Bob Green.
Yep.
Tom Reese.
Yep.
Anybody got anything for the good of the board?
We do have some refreshments over here, cookies and some water and that, just for our guys leaving tonight. We thought we'd do a little treat. So welcome to enjoy them.
And there are some baggies there in case you want to take them home. I know not everybody's really need a big giant cookie right now, so.
Been a pleasure working with both of you guys.
Yep.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, guys. Keep up the good work. Just know,
Okay. Can I make a motion?
I'll make a motion. Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Bye.
All right.
Opposed? We're
Thank
done.
you.